ships that are tasked for that.
A while back, someone suggested to me that I should play Eve, and then I had to remind them that I have a job and like things I have to. Ooh, this one's 55%.
Yeah.
You know, like I have things that like I can't get paid to play Eve, and they're like, "Oh no, man, it's not that involved." I'm like, "No, see, if you have to sell it like that, that means it is." If you have to say I can stop anytime I want.
Do you really like spreadsheets? If you really like spreadsheets, it's the game for you.
Exactly.
If you love spreadsheets and can't get enough of them at work,
yeah.
then,
Do you want to get better at Microsoft Excel? Eve's the game for you. It's like, oh god, get me out of here.
Spreadsheets in space.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you like spreadsheets?
You get some every once in a while you get some interesting political intrigue.
Ooh.
To break up the spreadsheets, but it's mostly spreadsheets.
we're really big about our spreadsheets.
Yeah, I had one friend who played it, but all he did was with his group was like just grief miners, like the people that made money doing mining.
I don't understand that mentality, man.
Grief them.
Those people were a dime a dozen, though.
Yeah, I just don't understand the mentality. Ooh, this one's 31% platinum.
Well, because they were working for the opposing company, the opposing group.
Yeah.
So that there's reasons to do it that beyond just like I want to grief these guys. It's like these guys are on the opposing company.
Beyond just being an asshole.
Yeah. Like in Eve, I mean, like in Eve, like there's good context for griefing. In Elite Dangerous, there's not very many good contexts to justify griefing.
Yeah. Unless
Like
unless you want to be that guy
that justifies it.
Yeah, unless you want to be the guy that's like, oh no, man, personal narrative. It's like that's not an excuse, and you know it.
If there's personal narrative, you have to talk to the guy you're griefing.
Yeah.
Unless your personal narrative is I'm an asshole.
In which case,
I mean, if you want that to be your personal narrative, then it's my personal narrative.
I think that's fair. I mean, if you want your personal narrative to be I'm an asshole, then, you know, okay, fine, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't be upset when people act like you're an asshole. Like when people treat you like an asshole, don't be like, "Oh, what's going on, guys?" Like, no, you're an asshole.
Oh, my personal narrative.
Oh, right in the personal narrative.
My personal narrative.
What?
Phil, can you just take a quick drive over to FDev and ask them to increase the wing size to 6 for like 3 hours? I love how that's the that's the reigning like resolution to the problem. It's like, what do we do?
Hey Phil.
Let's get Phil.
Yeah, it's like either Phil or Richard. Usually Phil.
Yeah.
Yes, Richard. Then he's fairly likely to have an answer. But if he doesn't have one, he just sends you to Phil.
It's like when in a unit I was in a while back, there was an NCO there named Davis, and Davis was like an army encyclopedia. I swear to God. And so it became
Davis would be the name.
And so it became that thing of like, hey, how do we do X, Y, and Z? It's like, I don't know, ask Sergeant Davis. And just and the bad thing is you go in there. And typically, you know, you run into that situation with a person, and every once in a while, you might run into a thing where they're like, well, I'm not sure, but we can figure it out. No, he just knew. He'd just be like, yeah, so, like, it's in this regulation here. I think it's in this paragraph. Make sure that, you know, that you get all the details, da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, oh, my God, how do you do this? I can't remember my old address. How do you remember all these regulations? I like how humanity can make anything classist. It's like, you small ships over there. It's like, guy, come on.
Oh, come on.
Oh, these medium ships coming around taking all of our platinum.
Oh, these petty medium ships that didn't do their Federation grind or their grind.
I'm a 54. If that isn't a display of ostentatiousness, I don't know what is. Gold paint job. A carrier.
How about a gold paint job on a Corvette? I might be offended if I knew what ostentatious meant. I'm just kidding. I know what it means. Quickly Google's meaning of ostentatious.
Do it.
Or spelling of ostentatious.
Ippy do.
Any way to make me pay for more limpets, right?
That's the point. Let me put on my tinfoil hat. That's how they get you.
That's how they get you. I won't pay my taxes. I paid enough in prospectors.
I paid enough in limpets to buy myself my own planet.
I'll tell you what, the prospectors been robbing me of my gold.
And them collector limpets, I don't trust them. I don't think they bring back half of what they scan.
I think them collectors and prospectors are in cahoots. Oh man, too funny.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
But okay, so
Low numbers all
quick question. I got into a bit of a debate with some friends, and I need to know. If you had to pick only one that could be in the future, right? By choosing one, the other one cannot exist. Would you rather have like human body augmentations a la cyberpunk, or would you rather have like giant mechs a la Gundam?
Wait,
Giant mech,
I
obviously.
just heard Cyberpunk and Giant Mechs.
I would pick the mechs because I don't want to merge technology with my biological body.
Okay, that's kind of what I was going for too. But one of my cousins was like real hot on no man, I want mechanical legs and shit, and I'm like, I don't know about all that.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's young, doesn't understand the lore of giant mechas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
wouldn't be against enhancements though. Like if I could get Neuralink or something, or stuff like that in my body, but nothing like replacing my body parts with synthetics. That would be, I just want the enhancement so I can think, I can Google while just thinking.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I'm definitely with you on that, but I don't know, man. I have a love for giant robots that it's
yeah, mechs are awesome.
yeah.
I mean, mine goes back to as far back as Alien, when you saw Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, in the power loader? Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, the power loader, and I was like, this is so mech right here.
Yeah, this is the most metal shit ever. I like
Yeah.
I like mech so much. I drug out a there used to be a pen and paper game called Dragon Mech, and they only came out with a couple books, but it was enough to where you could get a campaign going with it. And I had two of my cousins play a campaign that I DM'd, and that was a lot of fun. Basically at the end, it turned into Pacific Rim, where it was like a giant. It was basically a volcano that was alive, and
Nice.
they were in a city-sized mech fighting this thing. And as the whole thing was going on, they're like, "Dude, this is the most gangster shit ever." I was like, "I know, right?" That's why mechs
Yeah.
are freaking cool.
Well, I don't know if I'd want a big, I think what appeals to me is the Iron Man concept, a mechanized suit that's, I got a 44 over here.
Oh.
For mono, and then he's still behind me.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm with you on the whole Iron Man armor concept and everything, but if I can get myself if someone was like, "Yo, here's a 40-foot tall Gundam, it's all yours," you don't.
Oh yeah, I'd grab that for sure.
Yeah.
Well, the question is, would you rather have Iron Man's suit or the Mjolnir armor from Halo?
Oh, that's a tough one. The Iron Man armor
Wait, what was the
has
question?
so basically Master Chief's powered armor from Halo or the Iron Man armor. That's a tough one because Iron Man armor has a lot of uses. You're essentially wearing a weaponized supercomputer, but
Right.
man, the Mjolnir armor is fucking rad. That is a tough one. I think though only because Master Chief's armor doesn't allow for him to fly, I think I'd have to go with the Iron Man armor.
Rocket hands and feet. Oh man, come on.
I mean,
Talk about-
it had jetpacks depending on the...
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but you know, that's not like, it's not a like built-in function of it. You know what I mean? It's like an added bit. But the Iron Man armor, he's just like, yeah, I can fly, and he just flies.
Well, integrated, yeah. And it's integrated into his computer and all the other weaponized aspects of it.
Yeah, I think sadly, as much as I love Halo, I would have to go with the Iron Man armor. But that, I mean, of course, it's all based. There's a lot of different factors, obviously, that you could possibly throw into the mix there. But yeah,
Yeah.
like all in all, if we're just talking like straight up, which one do you want? Like no, you know, like no frills, no anything else. Yeah, the Iron Man armor. Because actually, now that I think about it, a big limitation with the powered armor, like Master Chief's powered armor, is the fact that like only the Spartans can use it because the armor is so powerful that if you're not like an enhanced human the way they are, that shit just wrecks you.
Right, so basically it's between having a reactor stuck in your chest and having your bones covered with metal.
Yeah. Ooh, oh,
So those suck.
yeah. Oh yeah, that is true. Because in order to use the Iron Man armor to its full capacity, you would have to have a built-in arc reactor, and that would have to be you.
Well, I mean,
Pretty much, yeah.
not really. Some, you know, not all of the armors had. The ones he wear are powered by the one in his chest, which I guess because he has the one in his chest, but there were armors that didn't have it.
Yeah. Well, like
An embedded one.
War Machine armor, rescue.
yeah. Well, I mean, like the bleeding edge armor from like Endgame, like that's just nanomachines, and it's like all self-powered essentially. So, yeah. But still, it kind of adds a cool. It kind of adds a cool, you know, like Sophie's choice to having to decide which one you want. Because otherwise, like if you think about it, the Iron Man armor just kind of wins by default anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it goes up against gods.
Yeah.
You know?
And he survives.
So, and he survives.
Like winning, okay, cool, whatever. But the fact that you just survive. Like I actually recently watched the first Avengers a couple days ago, and you know when he fights Thor in the woods and like they're going at it and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
In my head, I'm
Captain
like,
America jumps in.
yeah, like in my head, I'm like, if Thor really wanted to, you're actually just done for. Like, there's like, actually, it's just the fact that Thor's like, okay, this guy obviously has his own thing going on. I don't want to just wreck his shit. Is the reason why you're not just a crumpled can.
Right. So Thor let him win, even though he didn't know who the hell he was.
Yeah, exactly. Thor's like, I don't know who you are, angry metal man, but I would appreciate if you wouldn't punch me in the face anymore.
Like, well, okay, this is a whole nother level of, you know, Marvel that I didn't grasp, and then I was like on a Marvel tear to read everything.
Oh, good God, he was
In the
caught
Avengers
by
universe.
their excessive CGI.
Yeah.
Hey, but it's good.
Oh,
but it's good CGI.
That movie couldn't be done without CGI.
No, there are definitely some super cool moments in those movies, like in the first Avengers, like when you know they're fighting in New York and everything, and it does that like almost a, you know, air quotes, one shot pan going between all the Avengers fighting the Chitauri and everything, and then at the end it's just like Thor and the Hulk on the back of the giant serpent, and they're just ripping shit up, and then man, and it plays like a freaking, like almost like a video game, because there's like a moment when like the Hulk tears the plate off and like stabs it into it, and then Thor's like, oh shit, and like you almost see there be like a freaking a QuickTime event prompt where it's like hit Y and he like jumps up and slams the hammer down on it. Yeah.
I prefer when he transforms, punches it, and it crumbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely parts of those movies where I'm just like, oh man, like my inner 12-year-old brain is like, this is amazing.
Like, it's the first time in my life I ever filled up a Type 9 laser mining.
Congratulations. We're all doing first. You filled up your first Type 9. I blew up my first core. Phil told a joke. It's a great day.
That's the first time I told a joke.
Well,
Well, here anyway.
Okay, fine.
on Switch, on Tony's stream.
Yeah, there you go. You told a pretty good joke on the internet. Congratulations. You're doing better than a lot of people, actually.